Hi, welcome. It's Lunarcraft here with the regular weekly AstroTarot presentation. And as always, I will start with the general information, moving on to more specific for your star sign, and then looking at the tarot cards that come out for you. So let's kick off with Aries. Okay. At the moment, we're still in Capricorn season until next week. And Capricorn, the sign, sees a wealth of planets arriving. There may be times that the mood generally will be more somber, earthy, heavy even. Venus in retrograde and Mercury can and will cause some difficulties around love and communication. However, Jupiter moves from Aquarius and joins Pisces, a sign that it rules and loves. This could well result in a general lightening of the atmosphere around all of us. So, not all bad. Moving on to the more specific, currently the spotlight is on your career zone, Aries. That's due to the sun being in your 10th house of career. That's in Capricorn. And Capricorn is a hard worker and ruled by Saturn. And this hard-working approach is being given to you also, along with challenging goals to strive for. Saturn loves goals. And Aries, you're a cardinal fire sign. That means that you love to start new projects. However, sometimes, not always, but sometimes your passion runs out. You run out of energy. However, with Capricorn influencing your career sector, you can expect some slow burn type energy instead of the quick bursts that often blemishes and detracts from your efforts. Now, moving on to your tarot cards. Let's pull them out. 3, 1, and 2, and 3. Okay. Oh, that just bent that one. Never mind. It'll flatten. Right, let's turn them over, see what we've got. Okay. In the first position, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. And that suggests that you are currently assessing your position so that you will be ready to make the next or make plans to move on to whatever is next. In the middle, you've got Justice, and that reminds you that communication and interaction with others are essential, as this will enable decision making that takes the views of others into account. This in turn helps to produce a balanced environment in which to operate. And finally, you have the Page of Swords. And he carries the message that it is important to communicate again, to communicate your plans in such a way that it is clear and that it reflects wisdom based on experience gained. So, all in all, not a bad week ahead. enjoy. There will be new challenges for you, but you like that. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hi, I'm Lunarcraft, and I'm here with the regular weekly AstroTarot presentation. And right now, my spotlight is on Taurus. So pin your ears back, get ready, and I'll start as usual with the general astrological information, moving on to more specific for you, Taurus, and then finally looking at 3 tarot cards for the week. So, we are still in Capricorn season. That lasts until next week when we change to Aquarius. And Capricorn is host to loads of planets in its sign. And there may be times when the mood will be more somber, earthy, heavy even. Add into the mix Venus in retrograde and Mercury in partnership, which can and will cause some difficulties around love and communication. However, Jupiter moves from Aquarius and joins Pisces, a sign that it rules and loves. And this could well result in a general lightening of the atmosphere around all of us. More specific to you, Taurus, Venus, which is your ruling planet, is not performing to full capacity because she's in retrograde until the end of this month. This will have an effect on love and money, as those are the areas that are under Venus's control. All is not bleak, however, because Jupiter, the bringer of fun, moved into your 11th house of friendship at the end of December, meaning that you are most likely finding yourself surrounded by loving and supportive friends. Additionally, Jupiter is concerned with knowledge, and until the end of January, Jupiter joins forces with, wait for it, the Sun, Pluto, Mercury, and the energies of the recent new moon in your 9th house of learning. So if you feel a bit like a sponge, that's why. You're soaking up all those energies. Okay, moving on to look at your tarot cards. Let's see what comes out. Okay, that's 1 and 2 and that one, 3. Let's turn these over, see what we've got. Nice. Okay, we start off with the 3 of Pentacles. Now, that card reveals that you will be getting together with others and will share in a team spirit. This will also offer you the opportunity to prove yourself effectively. Not that you're on show, but you get that opportunity. In the middle, we've got the King of Cups. And he works alongside the 3 of Pentacles in the creation of a balanced atmosphere around you, and suggests that you can bring wisdom to help with remaining calm when you're faced with unexpected events. And finally, in the 3rd position is the 8 of Pentacles. And that card recognizes your perseverance that brings results. It also indicates your acquisition of new knowledge, so that fits in really nicely with your house of learning. Okay, that's it for this week. Hi, welcome. Nice of you to join me. I'm Lunarcraft, and I'm here with the regular weekly AstroTarot presentation. And currently, my spotlight is firmly on Gemini. So, starting off as usual with the general astrological information, then moving on to the more specific for you, Gemini. Oh, excuse me. And then looking at 3 tarot cards for the week. So, just to set the context, we're still in Capricorn season, and that runs until next week. And Capricorn sees a whole host of planets in its sign at the moment. And there may be times that the mood may feel more somber, serious, earthy, heavy even. Now, alongside that, Venus is in retrograde, and Mercury, your ruling planet, are teaming up and can and will cause some difficulties around love and communication. However, to offset some of that, Jupiter is moving from Aquarius and into Pisces, a sign that it rules and loves. This could well result in a general lightening of the atmosphere around all of us. Okay, moving on to the more specific. As I mentioned, Mercury, your ruling planet, is active and is following an erratic path between signs and goes retrograde this month as well. So it's all happening. At the beginning of January, Mercury arrived in your 9th house of learning. And this influence helps with bringing insights into things that you are reading or studying and generally acquiring knowledge about. However, as I said, Mercury goes retrograde on the 14th of January. And that could interfere with your understanding and ability to communicate clearly around topics such as travel, knowledge, learning, philosophy, spirituality, and higher truths. But it's not all doom and gloom, because Jupiter, the lucky planet, arrived in your 10th house of career and work at the end of December and will remain there until May. Jupiter is a planet that brings expansion, and this will turn into you receiving greater opportunities in work-related areas. Right, now moving on to your tarot cards. Just going to pull out 3. So that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, don't you dare slide off. Right, turning them over before they land on the floor. Okay, in the first position, we've got the Magician. And he acknowledges your ability to manifest the life you wish to live, so long as your focus remains solidly fixed on the desired goal. This card also reminds you that knowledge is very often the key to success, but that you do not know all the answers. In the middle of the three is the Queen of Wands, and she indicates your ability to take on challenges without doubting yourself and dedicating yourself to the task. The Queen also recognizes your high level of charisma that is capable of quite literally lighting up the environment around you. And finally, the Four of Wands is revealed, and that reflects you feeling proud of your achievements and gives a nod towards your love of life and your vitality. Hi, I'm Lunarcraft. I'm here with your regular weekly AstroTarot presentation, and I'm currently looking at you, Cancer. Okay, as usual, I will start with general astrological information, moving on to stuff that is more focused on you, and then finally drawing 3 tarot cards for the week. So let's jump straight in. So at the moment we are still in Capricorn season, and that lasts until next week. What makes it interesting is that Capricorn is host to so many different planets this month. And because of that, there may be times that the mood will be somber, earthy, even heavy. Alongside of that, Venus in retrograde and Mercury team up and can and will cause some difficulties around love and communication. However, Jupiter moves from Aquarius and joins Pisces, a sign that it rules and loves. And this could well result in a general lightening of the atmosphere around all of us. So it's all good, basically good stuff. Moving on to the more specific, the beginning of this year is putting the focus on relationships for you, Cancer. Your ruling planet, the Moon, started a new cycle at the beginning of this month and was in your partnership zone. Venus turns retrograde, suggesting that you would be well advised to let things develop at a slow but steady pace. Alongside this, Mercury and Saturn join together in your 8th house of intimacy. These two planets are allies, friends, and they help to bring objective, non-emotional thinking. God, that's a novelty for us Cancerians. And as a result, you will gain clarity around any issues associated with that 8th house, such as intimacy, as I mentioned, shared finances, taxation, and sex. Additionally, you may find that find confusion around your 7th house of partnerships due to the sun being active in there until next week. Right, now to look at tarot cards, let's get 3 out and see what they have in store for the coming week. Okay, and that one. Okay, just turn these over, and we've got to start with the Five of Swords, and that indicates that you are aware of your own limitations and, more importantly, your acceptance of those. And you don't allow your limitations to upset your plans. Rather, you work around them. In the middle is the Knight of Swords, and he shows that you are knowledgeable and self-assured, although at times you are prone to be impatient. No, never. And can come across as blunt and uncourteous at times, particularly if you're under pressure. And finally, the last card is Strength, that recognizes your inner resilience and determination. Also, your willingness to take responsibility for your decisions and actions. So, not a bad week ahead. I will be back next week, same place, same time. And I sincerely hope that you will be able to join me. But thank you for being here today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Okay, have a good week. Bye-bye.